Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to this week's tarot card reading. We have two tarot card puppies this week and one tarot card kitty. If you notice, I'm not sequestered in my room, in a corner of my room. I'm out in the living room. Got a little bit farther away, and I'm hoping that this sound quality is not so bad. I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos that said the sound quality needs improvement, but good luck on your channel. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna have to move this right here. Welcome. Doing the Dragon Tarot today. Here in the living room because I have the house to myself. Lucky me. So anyway, welcome. I forgot this. A Care Bear. I'm obsessed with, but I can't find a way to put it in the frame. So, I'll put it right here. You're not gonna be able to see the cards. Okay, just up there. Anyway, welcome. Anything new? Anything you got going on? You know, I'm really worried about this sound quality thing right now, so I think, again, I might have to readjust or bring it a little bit closer to me. 1 second. Well, let's see. And we'll bring it right there. How about it? Yeah, I guess I should do it. If you can't see the cards, then you can't see the cards. I don't know how much better that is on sound quality, but here we are. Anyway, here's to the living room. Just put this over here. Welcome. So where are we at? Anything new y'all got going on? In the tarot card reading realm, I know I've been lacking. I've been deficient in my weekly chit chat videos. I've just been procrastinating on them for different reasons, but here we are in the tarot card readings. Anything y'all want to cover? I'm looking out right now to the little courtyard we have over there, or the fountain my mom calls the Serenity Fountain. Making some coffee. I don't know if y'all could hear. Maybe not. But anyway, I guess I don't really have much to a topic of a discussion. We could go like a last time and just pick a card and try and. Oh, you know, it wasn't last week. It was compatibility. Just the word, not really necessarily any further discussion in your own minds, I guess, whatever it is you bring up, your mind brings up when you think of the word compatibility. Anyway, yeah, you know, this week didn't really have like a word popping up in my head. So I guess we can just lean into the cards a bit. See what the cards bring out. That's Sassy's new place right there. She loves being up there. If you're wondering, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, it's nobody's business. But if you're wondering, I have two of these shirts. I sent my mom, Tracy and Kimmy, some Iron Maiden t-shirts. I gave like 3 or 4 options of t-shirts from their Iron Maiden's Amazon shop, online shop. And my mom and Kimmy both got me this shirt. So if you're wondering, I have 2 of these shirts. I really like the way they fit. Port Company. I think it's a brand. I'm always looking at the brands of the t-shirts because for when I make my t-shirts. So Michelle, what are you going to do with your life? Well, I'm going to put my art on t-shirts. So, yeah. So anyway, I like this this fit to the t-shirt. Port Company, I think is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes at some point in time. But yeah, Chissy got me these earrings. They're not on my Instagram reel, but she got me them from Earthbound. Ooh, and I think they're really nice. Anyway, I guess we're ready to go ahead and get started. So this was here. Y'all ready? They're ready. I took the Empress card out, full disclosure. I don't like the Empress card again this week, so I've taken her out. But other than that, I guess we can go ahead and get started. We can ask the cards what we got going on, if there's a theme. I'll shuffle for it out. I'm ready. And it looks like my coffee's ready. Y'all might be able to see the cards. If you're watching this video, that's fine. I can't really see the cards very well. I could just make it like a little blurry. Can y'all do that with y'all's eyesight? Kind of something a little bit blurry. Just a focus on being less focused with your eyesight. I'm doing it right now. No, I'm not. Anyway. More shuffles. So there's some birdhouses over here in the courtyard next to the Serenity Fountain, my grandfather's birdhouses. And there's a Carolina wrens. They've like built their nests in there. So they're very busy this morning. It is around 11 a.m. Some would consider it afternoon. Very busy this afternoon. Carolina wrens are like little brown songbirds, and they have this distinctive like white line near their eye, both sides of their eyes. Okay. Got it in the wind. So I guess that the 7 parts spread. Is that fine with you all? I hope it is, because I think that's what I just decided just now. Okay, I'm gonna have the cards facing me as I am the tarot card reader, but this is gonna be for y'all's reading. So, uh, a little caveat: you're gonna, if you're watching this video, not just listening on YouTube or wherever. I know of YouTube. But anyway, um, the card is gonna be reversed for y'all when you look at it in the video, but I'm gonna read it for y'all. But so it's the cards are gonna be kind of opposite, right? But I'll just do what I normally do, just hold them up and go from there. Oh, let me make my coffee 1 second. Why not? Okay, I got my coffee. This is my mom's coffee cup. But like I said at the start of this video, I have the house set to myself. How my mom, Tracy, and Kimmy are out. So, okay, use this staff. Anyway, I've got this candle going. I don't know, it's a fern in bloom. It smells really good. I don't know what the company is. It just has like a number and a warning. So if you know the company of this candle, feel free to let others know via the conversation. But anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get started on reading story. They're best friends, Gypsy and Sassy. They hang out all the time. Well, they do. Gypsy likes having company, and so does Sassy. Okay. Alright, y'all ready to get started? Okay. Eight of Wands. Things is speeding up. This is very interesting. We have a wand, the fire element here. And the things is speeding up. This is like use of water. Have like a little stream or river in between mountains. The dragon here, very pleasant card. Oh my gosh, I can't pause the video whenever I want. Okay. So Eight of Wands, I think speeding up overall theme. This is great. I do kind of have a theme, but I just thought of it just now. That's something I've been kind of thinking about, but I don't think it's like very good for a tarot card reading, so I won't say it. So yeah, things are speeding up. Yeah, let's see our past. The King of Wands. This is great. A man of leadership. Wearing the 6-pointed star. Got this like castle with domes. And yeah, we have this really great past, which is interesting. A lot of fire element, which again is interesting. This fire element in the things is speeding up. A lot of, I would say, solar energy. A lot of aggression I think, but uh, as opposed to being passive aggressive, right? We have this no nonsense type of past, and I would say our theme today is that this is a very direct, very straightforward. There's no beating around the bush, so to speak. There's no passive aggression. There's like zero time for that. Um, Zero time or zero tolerance, um, which is interesting. I think um, a lot of the times there's a lot of benefits to being assertive and direct. Um, and I guess this week, that's what the kind of that we're focusing on. And in the past, we've handled that very well. So if you're a little bit more like a Pisces types of vibes or whatever, where you're just kind of like either emotional or whatnot, or your emotions on your sleeve. Um, this being direct, I think, is probably the most compassionate. If that being so, this being direct and assertive is probably the most compassionate way to be, whatever our past situation was. Um, this passive aggression is, I think, um, and if you don't know what passive aggression is, it's like passive aggressive. You're what did they used to call them? There used to be a word for them other than passive aggressive, microaggressions or something like that. I don't know. Feel free to let others know in the conversation. I probably won't think of what they were called. Microaggressions. I think that was pre-COVID lingo. But passive aggressive, if you don't know, is you are concealing your how you really your wants and needs and desires for whatever reason, and you're communicating in that through a different way, oftentimes at the expense of others' feelings or time. Um, which I think can often lead to confusion. I think there's some people that might think they're passive aggressive, and that would be the better route to go. Um, but not this week. Okay, let's see what our present is. The Page of Wands. I keep getting this card. Learning and traveling. Um, this is a very interesting card to get. As far as the page is concerned, y'all know me, I don't like the pages as your tarot card reader. That seems kind of a consistent thing. This learning and traveling, I think, is interesting for the page. There's some, especially here in this Dragon Tarot, we have the Hierophant card, which is, and I think also in the Crow Tarot, the Hierophant is about rules and higher learning and stuff like that. There's kind of this a statement of this kind of institution, as far like an educational institution type situation going on. So for this page, and for me not to be fooled by this kind of a situation where it's this as somebody else has the luxury of being irresponsible and mischievous and not facing the consequences to their actions. And not only that, but having others face the consequences to their actions. Even though this page is upright, and even though it is the one page where I maybe have previously told you, as your tarot card reader, that I might have some leniency with this page, a bit of an open mind. I think this learning and traveling, I think is probably not so good as far as present is concerned. I think it's interesting. We have a lot of fire and wand element, which is travel, spirituality, innovation, and stuff like that. Yeah, so our present, I would say, would be we presently have a problem or a bit of an obstacle. Um, with this learning and traveling, I would say this probably something is not right going on there. So yeah, let's see what our hidden influence is. 10 of Coins reversed. This is joint finances. So upright is joint finances. Reversed is joint finances question mark. And this is very interesting that this is hidden. I'm wondering what's hidden about this joint finances. And it is the 10 of Coins, which is the earth element, or in other tarot card decks, the pentacle. Suit. I think this is a very interesting depiction of, y'all can see right there, right? You got this kind of like translucent kind of a dragon head with one black tree and one white tree. Kind of symbolizing the balance of the yin yang symbol, right? So it being hidden, I'm wondering if this is kind of similar to the 5 of Coins here in this Dragon Tarot. The 5 of Coins is unforeseen expenses, which it could be, again, it's the coins or the pentacles here in the Dragon Tarot. It has a lot to do with career and business specifically, not really anything like emotional or spiritual or the air element, I guess, logic or reason, intelligence, debate. So this 10 of Coins being in the hidden aspect today in our tarot card reading, I think is very interesting. This could mean this lack of, I hate to say predicting things, but sometimes when you own a business or whatever, you get a mind for where the expenses are. And stuff like that. So it could be unforeseen as there's a lack of experience in predicting where the money's going to flow, so to speak. This is a joint finances, so there's could be like some sort of business partnership. Hidden, which is interesting considering this very direct past and theme we have going on. Things are speeding up. Um, uh, there's no running around in circles, uh, talking about what we're not talking about kind of situation with this passive aggressive stuff going on. And we have a very strong past, a man of leadership. So I think this is a very interesting that our 10 of coins here, this joint finance, is in our hidden influence today. Um, there could be some sort of a situation where there's a not it's hidden, I guess. Not to say that this aspect of being a bit more direct and assertive and, dare I say, aggressive is not there. Um, but we do have this hidden money, which is interesting. If you're going to not be passive aggressive about something, I think money would definitely be a place where that would be. So I think it's very interesting. We have this joint finances reversed in our hidden spot here. Yeah, so with that being said, I guess we can go ahead and continue. Not really much to add on to that, but we'll see. Maybe it has something to do with this, our present page of wands, this learning and traveling. I don't know. But let's see our obstacle. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This Wheel of Fortune here in the Dragon Tarot is very interesting. It is our first major arcana deck card. The Wheel of Fortune, I think, in the Crow Tarot has the fire element, but I could be incorrect. I'm going to have to read what it is. Exaggerated expectations. This is very interesting. The creative force in the universe is self-sustaining. So it's the wheel of the zodiac and a compass. The magnetic and cosmic lines. Let's see, this is a very interesting card to get. I would say this here in the Dragon Tarot, this card, this Wheel of Fortune, is a bit different than maybe other tarot card decks. This Wheel of Fortune card is, again, the fire element, a bit more spiritual, a bit more in powers of the universe, and not necessarily what's happening for you as an individual. Like usually the upright Wheel of Fortune would be things are going well, and the reverse Wheel of Fortune would be things are not going well, but at some point in time they will go well. And so we have the Zodiac and a compass, a very interesting card. A major arcana deck card for our obstacle today, and it is reversed. I think this is interesting. The fire for your chakras is your third chakra, your stomach, your power chakra. As far as money and finances, I don't know. Your root chakra, your first chakra, is the element earth. So I'm thinking this card has a lot to do with your first three chakras. You have your first chakra as the earth element, your root chakra. You have your second chakra as your creative chakra, which is the water element, and your third is your power chakra, which is the fire element. So we have a lot of these lower chakras going on. Here we have it reversed, so there might be some sort of like yoga poses, how like the scorpion pose and stuff like that, where you're kind of inverted. Your chakras are your first, second, and third chakras are above all the other chakras. Um, And I think it's very interesting with this Eight of Wands here. I think this Eight of Wands is going to be really helpful for us. So this things is speeding up. Um, whatever the situation is, I think, especially in comparison and relative to this Page of Wands here, if you there's muscle memory, there's if you really know something, you can be very dynamic and quick on your feet about it. So I think this Eight of Wands is really going to help us. We might be kind of like in competition or maybe in a race with this Page of Wands, which might be a little insulting considering we have this King of Wands in the past here. But anyway, we have a very pleasant cards. It seems like the obstacle card for in this tarot card reading is an ability that we have, very versatile and very combining this fire element with this earth element here. And again, this joint finance and hidden finance is the hidden, which I think is very interesting. I'm very intrigued to see as to why that would be. And I would have to assume it would be because of presently we have this Page of Wands here. Everything here is so direct, so assertive and aggressive. I don't know why this joint finances of the money would not be. But with that being said, this Wheel of Fortune reverse for our obstacle card, I think is very positive for us. I think we have an ability to be very we have a very strong foundation. We may be dealing with aspects that are our upper chakras, are above the earth, water and fire is air, ether, light, and all of this kind of very just like untangible, ingraspable type of situation. And so I think we probably have this ability to be very stable, and whatever it is that we're doing, that we happen to be venturing in, which we're going full force. There's tons of a fire element here. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that we are able to find balance in situations that could be very unbalancing and maybe purposefully so, maybe expectedly so. But we may have this journey of an experience from the past of this being imbalanced, but we're going to be balanced, but the situation is going to cause a lot of imbalance, but we're going to be okay. We're not, with all that. We have coping mechanisms and adapting skills to do so. It kind of reminds me of like a roller coaster. So our outside influence is the Five of Swords reversed. This is very interesting. Finally, we get an air element. It's our outside influence. And this is crossed words or crossed paths in a parting of ways. Again, very interesting as paired for our influences. Um, take a sip of coffee in a second. Um, I think this is a considering everything that I just said. I think this is a great card to get, especially as an outside influence. Um, especially considering the Dragon Tarot's sword suit in the Minor Arcana deck. The swords, a lot of the cards have a lot to do with of being in circumstances or an environment that's unchangeable and you're unable to have an influence on your environment. Is unfortunately several different cards in this Dragon Tarot sword suit, which is the air element. But here we have this Five of Swords, which usually means and indicates some sort of a battle, whether it's an actual battle, whether it's a fighter-like mentality. Um, we have here in our outside influence, which I think is really great. So I would say one, we absolutely not only have the mindset, but the ability to have an influence on our influences in our environment and stuff like that, which I think is really great. Um, especially considering our problem in this week is this page. I think a part of the page is as your tarot card reader about not having an ability to change or influence your environment. So I'm really happy with this Five of Swords card, even though it does indicate some sort of a battle or war or maybe um, disagreement, maybe. But overall, it is the air element. If there is a disagreement, I'm happy it's with the air element. So that seems like a very appropriate place to have a disagreement. Um, I think that this is again an overall positive card, and I think it's very interesting. Again, paired with this Ten of Coins, this joint finance. So I there's some sort of bond or partnership I think hidden here with this Ten of Coins, and some sort of bond and partnership also in our outside influence with this Five of Swords. This might scare you. This maybe could indicate something that maybe you think is a negative. But again, I just want to go back to the beginning where this kind of aggressive, direct, assertive type of mentality is definitely prevalent and I would say agreed upon, accepted, considering this past card and our influence we have today. Um, but yeah, I guess I'll see you on part two.